Hello, I hope you're doing great today. Today we are going to work in adding the images to the website. Okay, so one of the first things we need to do is, well, I already configured a couple of things. The data storage configuration is going to have the image container name, and it's referencing the packages that we are going to use. I also created the images controller, which is making use of the Azure Blob Storage service in the pti.microservices library. Okay, and I already set the startup.cs to configure that the rapid API that is required by the library. Also configure data storage, right, to have the data storage configuration as singleton and be able to access it using dependency injection. And here you see that we received the Azure Blob Storage service and the data storage configuration. So I already have that. And also I already implemented this small logic for adding an image and created a small test for that, which is adding the image, right? And I know this is working. I already tested, so I know the endpoint is going to work. So what we need to do now is we are going to the client side in Blazor WebAssembly, right? And I am going to create a new folder in here, images, right? And I'm going to create a new Razor component, and then I'm going to name it Manage. Now remember, we need to use the admin layout for the admin pages, right? And the route for this will be admin images manage. No, we are just going to allow to add and delete, so we are not going to create or to allow another route for that one. Okay. And I'll keep it named manage just in case we change that in the future. So I don't like to have my code in the Razor page, so I'll delete the code and I'll create a new class, manage.razor.cs. This is going to be parser class. Yes. And we are going to use the admin constant for the role. Okay, just so we don't have that hard-coded. That's admin. Okay, so only the administrators will be able to access this page. And since we are using the admin layout already has the logic to only render the content when the users is authorized, right? And when they are admins. Otherwise they will get this message. Okay, so now what do I need to do? we are going to have an edit form, right? We also need a model. So let's create an image model, maybe. What do we want to have it? We are going to load the image, and we may want to change the name. So yeah, shared. I am going to name it image model. Actually, image upload model, because we may have image model in the database too, so we'll check that. Things that we need to have: name, it's going to be required. And now in here, we may want to have divide array. Let's see how we want to pass it. We may want to have the stream, actually, public stream image file stream. Okay. This will also be required, and the file name, I am going to restrict it to characters. Now let's restrict it to 20, something like that. Okay, so we go to the manage page again. Things that we need to do: add the data annotation validator, add the validation summary, right? And we are going to add form groups. Okay. Is it form group? I can't recall. I'll look for it. Actually, let's look for it. Bootstrap form. Yeah. So let's see. Actually, let's go to the 5.0. It's from control. So add Azure. From control, yeah. So let's see, one we has multiple. Yeah, the row. Okay. So it was, yeah, form label, form control, and let's copy that a little bit and we'll modify it accordingly. Let me close that project. Okay. So we are going to have the label for no. Oh, I haven't added the model in here. Okay, so private image model. Oh, no. Image upload model. Okay, that's in there. I don't like to work with lowercase variables nor properties. The equals. Okay. And now to order the form, we are going to say that the model is going to be the image upload model in there. Okay. Now that model had a name. We're going to use input text. It's going to be bound to the image model name, right? And this is still going to be a form control. And yeah, we are going to keep using the placeholder too. Okay. And here, yeah, this is going to be from label. Here, select file, input file. And when this changes on file, on file, selection, change. This is going to be form control 2. And let's see, this one required as a parameter an input file change even args. Okay. Input file change even args. Okay. And now let's see. we are going to catch the exception in case the file is because there is an issue opening the file. For example, when the file is bigger than we are going to allow, right? Can't remember the class for that one, so color red. Okay, in case there is an issue, we are going to show that inside a div, and we are going to print the error message. Okay. Okay, now let's see what we want to do. e.file.open, open the red stream. Okay. And yeah, our image model will actually better pass the byte array. Image file bytes. Okay. Yes, we changed that one to use by we changed our post open red stream. Okay, and now it says that it sets it's defaulting to allow only 500 kilobytes, right? So we wanted this 5 megabytes, right? So let's see. Okay. I think I have it right. If no, we'll change it. Max allowed size is max file size. Okay. Max allowed size. What else do we have in there? The cancellation token. We are not using it at the moment. We don't have it in here. So our file stream calls that. Okay. And let's see. This IMS upload model IMS file bytes equals file stream. Was it, did it allow copy to array? No. So memory stream, okay. File stream dot copy to the memory stream. Now this is going to be memory stream array. Now we are going to use the using, right? Okay. And yeah, this is going to recommend me to make things simpler. Okay. That should be it in there. So when we select the file in that page, it will request to open the stream. Then it will convert that to a, well, it store it in the memory stream, and we convert that to the IMS file bytes, right? By the way, I am going to filter this to accept only PNG files. Accept equals, if I remember, it was IMS PNG. Okay. So next thing we are going to do is adding the submit button. Okay. And when the submit is valid, we will process the logic to go to the server. Okay, so async Okay, and for the moment I am just going to do this so I don't get errors. Okay, so let's see, we can test this. Well, let's remove all the breakpoints that I have through the in the application. Let's go here. This is I don't have this in the menu, so let's go to the share folder where we have the admin menu, right? Images manage, images manage, and that should images manage, images manage, that should take me here. Now let's find pixabay.com. Let's find some image I want. So let's say I want this one. Okay. Download. That should be stored. I'll copy it from the temp directory. So let's run the application and let's see if there is anything I may be missing. So it's completing the logging, it redirected me to here, and why that one looked a little bit different than the rest? Oh, I forgot to add the class in there to the list item. Okay, doesn't matter. And something failed in here. Let's see what failed. It says the authorization policy name admin was authorization. Oh, yeah. That's because when I added this one here, I used the default one. And the default one defaults to policy, but that's not a policy. That's a roles. That's a role. So that's what I need to add the role in here. Okay. So I'll add the class to the list item. So we saw that the page already loaded, so we are able to access that page, and we will now check Okay, so we don't put the name is required, and the image file bytes are not are empty at the moment because we haven't selected a file. Now I mentioned that we were going to use the what's it? Oh, it's a JPG. Okay, I'll change that for a moment. So we're already logged in. Go to add images. Now we should be able to add this one. Okay. Now let's see what happens in here. Let's see if it allows us. It didn't allow us to open the file for some reason, which is the message. It says synchronous reads are not supported. This one I haven't seen it before in here, so let's see exactly where did it fail. Okay, so copy to sync. Wait. Let's see if that one fixes this. Okay. I'm wondering if this is being recognized as an error because I changed it to a sync. We'll check that in a second. Add images. Select it. And let's see if it now allows us to do that. Did it copy it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, now let's see what our image model has. It's ready. Well, I have to change this. and we'll see if that works. Let's see what the model has. Okay, file extension is .jpg. Image file bytes is in there, and name change. So now this will make things much easier because our server, we can modify this so it doesn't take a form file, and instead it just receives a model. Okay. File stream, do I need a file stream? Yes. Model, the name, model.name with model.file extension and memory stream, and we'll see if that actually works. And we are going to modify our test too, because it won't be a multi-part anymore. It will be image model, image upload model. Model equals file extension is going to be JPG, right? Actually, path get extension. Name. And the image bytes equals okay. Now this is going to be converted to post as JSON async. We send the model. Upload image, we send the model, upload image, right, send the model. And in case there is an error, I'll put a breakpoint in the error handler in here. Let's run my test. Let's see if it reaches the endpoint. Okay, it reached the endpoint. Model has the file extension, the image file bytes, and the file name, right? And in the test images container, we should be able to find something if it doesn't fail. So let's see. It seems it didn't fail. Everything was successful. The test passed. And now if we go in here in the test image container, okay, I made a mistake in there. So you see that this is the actual file. I made a mistake because when I modified it, I did use a path combine instead of just combining the model.name with the model file extension. If I run the test, oh, this is not the test. If I just go and run this test, this should work. So test images container, here we have the image. So that will be everything for now. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, share the channel, and like the videos so we can keep making more videos for you. Also remember to visit the links that are in the video description. Thank you very much and have a great day.